Hello, and welcome back to the Truly Imagination Entertainment channel, and welcome back to another episode of Food with Fee, brought to you live by Santa's favorite Ho Ho. Oh god, that's such a bad joke, but I don't care. So, it is December, and by the time you're seeing this, the countdown to Christmas will be well underway. We will be about a week away from Christmas, which is very exciting. And for this beautiful holiday episode, I'm going to be making gingerbread cookies. So, the recipe I got the gingerbread cookies from was from Clubhouse. However, I was a bit of a doofus and I didn't print out the recipe. So I wrote it down in my book of bullshit so that way I can just read it with my horribly done notes. But hey, I'm pretty good at baking, so I think I'll be fine. Also, beautiful, beautiful stickers brought to you by Spencer's. Anyway, so for starters, let's go over our ingredients. I did take screenshots of the recipe, so I'll be able to throw the recipe up and the directions on screen whenever you're watching this. But I'm gonna do a quick run through the ingredients. So for this recipe, we are going to need 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. We are going to need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. We are going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We are going to need 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. We are going to need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We are going to need 3/4 cups of butter, softened. I have 2 here. We need 1/2 cup of molasses, 1 egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm gonna put the aces in the freezer, cause ow, fuck, shit, ow, fuck, ow, god, I'm giving myself brain damage. So for starters, we're gonna put our dry ingredients into this bowl, and then we're going to put our wet ingredients into this bowl, because this is the mixing bowl that I use for pretty much everything, and it's bigger. So, let us get back to the recipe. So we're gonna start off by mixing our dry ingredients, which is basically the flour, all the spices, the baking soda, and the salt. So we're gonna start by doing that. And we're going to start with our 3 cups of flour. Okay. Anyway. The party's on, the spirit's up, we're here tonight, and that's enough. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. We're simply having a wonderful Christmas time. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably incredibly ironic for someone who looks the way I do, but funny enough, Christmas is actually my favorite holiday. Which, I know, right? A goth that likes Christmas? Oh my god, the horror. I don't know, Christmas is fun. It's one of the few times I get to see my family, although most of my family that I do see is off in Calgary, because my cousin just recently had his first child, which is super, super exciting. Congratulations to you guys. So they're off there right now, but I'm still very excited for Christmas. It's my absolute favorite holiday, which I'm sure Patrick, you can sure you can agree with me because we're the Christmas fiends anyway. So let's get started with the spices. Our nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger, and a partridge in a pear tree. Not gonna lie, like that song is lit and all, but like, my God, that guy really liked birds, like a little too much. I think it was a bit of an unhealthy obsession for that guy because like a partridge in a pear tree, turtle doves, French hens, songbirds, swans, geese. Am I missing any? I think like the man basically was giving this woman a lot of birds and a lot of people, like maids of milking and drummers and pipers and women and men and oof. The one thing I think she was happy about was the 5 golden rings, because like, I mean that's some ice right there. Anyway, not important. Let's get started with this stuff. So 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. So we're gonna start off with the ginger. If I can get it open. There we go. One. 2, 3. We're just gonna, yeah, we ran out. That's enough. They're gonna be really gingery, but you know what? That's fine. We ran out of ginger. Delicious. Anyway, now that we've done the ginger, so gingery, let's start with the nutmeg. It's a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. So I'm just gonna add all this. Screw it. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. There we go. So there's all the spices. I'm going to whisk them in. Now we're going to do the salt and the baking soda, and then we will be done. Alright, let's go. Teaspoon of baking soda, so. One, 2. Alright. So, and then salt. How much salt? Salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There we go. So that's all of our dry ingredients mixed together. Now we are going to get all of our wet ingredients together. So we're gonna put this over here, and then we're gonna get started on our wet ingredients. And we're going to start with the butter and the sugar. What we want to do is we want to get really packed brown sugar, which I'm going to spoon into the cup. How much? We need 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Okay. And we want it to be really compact. So once I get all of the brown sugar in, I'm just gonna press it down to make sure it's extra compact. Yep, that's about almost. I'm gonna do 1 scoop for good measure. Yep, alright, that's 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm gonna put it in there. And then what we're gonna want to do is we're going to want to soften the butter up a little bit. We need we need 3/4 cup of butter softened. So this is about 2 cups of butter in sticks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one of these in half because we don't need the other quarter. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm actually going to put this in the butter dish because we don't need it. Now we have extra butter. The Franken butter. Alright. So we're done with the brown sugar. Now I'm just going to soften the butter up a little more. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to whisk it together with an electric mixer. I'm going to take it out of the packaging because I don't know why I'm doing this in the packaging. It's kind of stupid. Alright, so here's our 3/4 of the cup of butter. I'm just going to really soften it with our hands. There we go. So, there we go. Hands are dry and clean and not buttery. So I'm going to plug in my stand mixer. And then I'm going to kind of whisk it a little bit. And then we'll be right back after these messages. So, for the most part, I've gotten it mixed together. So, that's good. We are going to mix it all together at a certain point. I just want to get this kind of put together before we start doing that. So, now that we have the butter and brown sugar kind of combined, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the rest of the wet ingredients. After I wash my hands. Again. There we go. Okay. So next, I'm going to add in the egg. There we go. And then we're going to do our molasses. So we need a 1/2 cup of molasses. I got Grandma's fancy molasses because I'm a fancy bitch. And also there was more value in this one than the other one, so I was gonna go with that. Oh my god, molasses! I love molasses. Not really, I don't love molasses. I just like using it as a metaphor. Okay. 1/2 cup of molasses. That's more than 1/2 cup. That's 1/2 cup of molasses. There we go. Jesus. This is why we say everything is slower than molasses running uphill in January. Because molasses is slow as hell. It's slow as hell. It's so very slow because it's molasses. Horses really like molasses. I know that because I used to make horse treats. You get like molasses and like oatmeal and stuff, and you'd make treats for your horse. Because I was a horse girl when I was from the ages of 6 to 16. I was a hardcore horse girl, doing like competitions and stuff. I used to race a horse, like hardcore horse girl. And then I got really aware of my own mortality and I stopped. I wish I was joking. Anyway, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that is the last of our wet ingredients. So now all we have to do is mix it all together. Here at the complex words complex. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. Comment down below if you know what that song is from, or if any of you know what leapfrog learning is. Because if you do, I have respect for you. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna start by whisking all this stuff together. And now we are going to slowly add our flour mixture into this. Just to make sure that I'm not fucking up my outfit too much, because we're going to be taking Christmas photos today because we're decorating a Christmas tree, which I picked out. It is like a fucking colossal titan of a Christmas tree. It's like 8 feet tall. About the height of Hachi-shaku-sama and your mom. But yeah, so I'm trying not to fuck up my outfit too much. I'm getting impatient. There we go. Alright, I think that is thoroughly blended. I need another thing to get the dough out of the, what's it? Yeah, I think we've got it all combined. So, the thing with gingerbread is you gotta let it sit for about 4 hours. So we're gonna hold off on preheating the oven until we're getting close to the 4-hour mark. So, put that back. I have 2 ice cream makers that I never use. You know what? Next Food with Fee, we're making ice cream. Hopefully, if I remember. But, yeah, our gingerbread is thoroughly ready. I'm gonna kind of compact it into a full dough. And then a deer, a female deer, ha ha ha, Rudolph joke. I think. But, I'm going to compact this, wrap it in cellophane, and then we're going to let it sit for 4 hours, which is kind of what I do right now since I don't have any acting jobs. I just kind of compact myself and sit for 4 hours. Anyway. So, get the cellophane wrap out, and we're gonna compact this bad boy. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We need a spoon. And you're gonna want to wrap this up like a beautiful Christmas present. And then you're gonna let it sit. You can either let it sit for overnight. However, I went and saw a production of Heathers last night and I didn't do that. So we're just gonna let this sit for 4 hours, which is the minimum that you can let it sit for. And then we'll come back in 4 hours, we'll roll out our dough and we'll make our gingerbread cookies. So, see you in about 4 hours. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the dough to warm up a little bit before I do too much. I have my flour, I have my rolling mat, and I have my rolling pin, as well as I have some super fun gingerbread cookie cutters that I'm going to be using. So here we have our traditional like gingerbread person
just regular. Then I have these really fucked up ones where one's missing a head, one's missing a leg, one's missing an arm. It looks kind of like someone ate them, which is, I don't know, kind of creepy. Here I have a bell. It's a bell. Joke. And then I have a star. And then going back to my horse girl phase, I have these cookie cutters where if you do this, it looks like a person riding a horse, which I think is pretty funny. So I'm gonna do some of those. And then we have a gingerbread horse. You know what? That's the theme of the episode. It's Fiona talks about horses and makes gingerbread. Anyway, so the dough is not quite ready yet. We have to kind of wait for it to thaw a little bit more. I'm just gonna kind of squeeze a little bit. There we go. So, I'm gonna roll the dough out like so. By doing a couple just regular gingerbread people. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350 degrees. There we go. There we go. Put them here. Go. One more. There we go. There we go. So there's one cookie sheet done so far. We've got our plastic gingerbread people. I'm gonna leave those there. For some reason I've got Our Love Is God from the Heathers just stuck in my brain. I went to go see it yesterday, or on Saturday, and like, you know, when I was younger, like in like grade 7 or 8, back when the musical was like super duper popular, like I didn't really understand the hype. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? Like this is weird as hell, but like you know, like whatever. It's cool, like if you guys like it, like whatever. But honestly, now that I'm older and I've like actually, you know, watched it, not gonna lie, I get the hype. I get the hype because you know what? The music's really good, the story's really good. I'm really gonna have to watch the movie to see how it translates in comparison to the Thanks for the interruption, oven. To see how it compares to the play, just because I'm, you know, kind of interested looking. Are there baking trays? So, yeah, fuck. So, I'm gonna start by putting these in the oven for about 8 minutes. And then we'll take them out, we'll let them cool, and then we'll put some more on a cookie sheet and rinse, repeat. Those cook for a bit, and then I'll let these go back in because they're definitely not done. But I'll just pop them in for an extra 5 to 10 minutes once these are done cooking. Just gonna turn this off. All right, so most of the cookies are done. This guy had a bit of an accident. I've been trying to glue his leg back on with icing. However, my efforts are bearing fruitless, but so far, this is the gingerbread. This is really pretty much the final product of the video, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway because I am happy. I'm happy. This will also probably be the last video of 2023, and I'll be doing more of these in the new year. I know I just started this on Truly Imagination Entertainment, but I really enjoy it. It's nice to have something that I can create and put effort into and eat. But it's fun. And 2023 has been a lot. A lot has happened in my life, but I'm happy where I am. In the end, I'm just happy to be here. So, to everyone out there, thank you so much for watching Truly Imagination Entertainment. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Bye.